wasn't cool. You'll be an aunt me.
Ani you be an otimi live to see 2025. By the nyamia say or they are qua federal sunji near yehu 2025 into no yehu near before. Yemadofo nom near nuanum akwaba yemamwa chin yemama ha yemamwa jo. We hope say Kristo adom obia ehu ye. Sofo Okoso yemawo akwaba.
Yeah, I chop what to say.
Yesu adom ne ne nhyira mapomu eye pa na wo nso wapomu etesen. Hey, Ghana lines. Sofo nso wapomu tesen.
Yes, woman. Yemi adom boko.
Yeda Yehowa ase. Ene topic na yebeka ho asem no. Say edi enti na awarefo binom no. Omo eware omo yerenom ne omo kunum a na omo atete omo efri omo abusua enchen anasa omo namfofo nchen. Enti either se bema no anasa oba no. Oni obia se ne ho kafo na watete na free na dofo mo ehonom no nti se bia ebro bi koso any type of abuse ya bi koso nipa no eho mfa no a na chese waye ankonam sha akomuti saying enti thank you for sharing enti no sofo ewa ha say and sofo eba abedai setimu ebie mu na chese ye nyina ye sua ade ye ma obia afishia pa. We welcome everybody. Happy New Year to every single one of you. And Tino Sofo, yeah, that's it. Say, Mama Yembre and 2025. Minim, I said last year, me bought 2023 date within 1 week. Nasto me that so bought the year before. Until this time, they mentioned me hope you said the same thing. Sofo, what are the reasons people isolate their partners? A DNT ma a binum eka omuka for no muche.
Yo, me da say. I'm essential adofo no bio. Ina me ayadom say de odi kan na yesen hia mu bio ndi de. Eye pa. Na enema enipa bebre gina so eka omodofo no mo hye de edoso. Baako eye pesemenkumenya and selfishness.
Hey. Pesemenkumenya selfishness. Okay.
Pesemenkumenya and selfishness no eba nipa bia akwan mu a obi wo ho a ohu ne yere ana ne kun ne se owo japade bi.
Whoa. Okay.
Obibia sumobo nti ma ne kwan amani mpie na mpo wayibi akire na busuafo na se na dofo no se sa japade we eya media ama ochina meni ho a yebehu se na japade ni sa ni nti no ama otumi apamopam na busuafo ene ne namfo fi no se de besi aya obi antumi hu na japade ne so ochina oni ho a akase okopre hu nti eno aya ade baako a ewo ho pa ene no ya bra ye wo mu yi enibre ahye nipa ma nipa pina se de edi kan no akasa wo kwa aware a bebre na akọ efo ejapade nti enye nipa no na wodo no betimi ayoku ana betimi ayere a enye sa nipa ko no na odo no emo bia na ade bia ekura no ejapade bia ekura na ana de bia asum bia ekura no nti na onipa na ye na adwene se obekwa akodi nachi Ghana ha bi sinza opani bi na owosika pa or transport even okoya or ship or aeroplane ene niam bebre oware ye na bra fi du baabi na yire ketwa na oba akire de kura no ono mo be ka papa ne edne ye yima na sabi oyagramoni nti no oware mienu semiansa ketwa na oka akire no papa ne yare ye no ketwa no mo de papa na akosi ya 1% mpanifo kwa behu
said the enti
say owosika ana America no or transport our ship out the year adwuma our aeroplane year adwuma
okay
say you can say when they do radio so for bebrebe and I say dwumade so agofo bebrebe hu no na so enu nti no na ne yire ketwa na papa no ayare ye no na ase ono no wale na chire nti na papa no ewo ne nchen no afi na busuafo akọ ho omunhu no ne yire mpanifo akọ ho omunhu no kan so ye na kotu baabi o kan say the hospital o kan say ekoya ko bi ko otokra
serious
egese ajapade a papa no wonti ana oba no asi ono ne yire no mpanifo no ene abusuafo no nyina kwan se de besi ya amunya kwan emma ne nchen amasa chena papa ni ho a ajapade na bedi ne nsam
wow enti na chese ajapade ni hu hia sen papa no enkwa na
ono de botai na oba ye no we ekire botai nti a one papa ne te ho ekire se enye odo bi na odedo no
na ajapade ni nti na oba
ni din ene ajapade a wanya no enu nti a se ye odo a odedo na ede nti na ko mbue kwan na obi a nso amfa na adwen ba oyare ye no obi amfa na adwen ba
no correct
na nso esa ne se pese me nkumenya nti na wa na adwen se me de bedina kase ono onfa no ko hospital de ye kan no onfa no ko hospital ono so onfa no ko any medical yi bi na shefi
that's horrible
esa ne papa no wo skanti no na yire no mpanifo no ba sisi na mom a o motete o fie na mom ketwa no ne ti so kwa no ha o say no hospital kwa no ha you say ye na fa ha ebi o bekwa say okwa brochiri afide busuafo na ebufu ye na wo de call court ye ko shomwe na kase ejapade na papa no wonti ana waka na hye dem a apampam ne nuanum nyina ne busuafo afiri no ho se de besi aya so chiro ni ho a na ejapade no ho nkrata asem na document bia no amunsa ntumi nka na maka samo de ko file bibi a won so je papa no edin mu nti bacho kaza
abusuafo no nso no fight ya na omo fight no papa no enkwam nti na omo fight ya na so omo nso ajapade nsem na bi nti na ma omo Brother David a boy afisiafa
omo de na omo fight ne papa no say omo hu se papa no na bra abo no kra mpo na oboye no ahye abusua na anwonyam
okay
na ono nso esan ye abusuani na obeyare na abusuafo hu no na omo hu omo nso mwa metumi di aboa say no ho to na ana omo nso abusuafo nya no ho mfa so
no correct
say papa obay na hye dem yi say o bibi odom abusuafo kra mpo ana bibi na abusuafo nya fe ne nchen a obede no de amom nti omo nso no kwan ba kwa na mieri bis no na omo nso ani abre say obehu bebia papa ne wo na nso na yire ketwa na abra no obonye ndema oye no apapapam abusuafo no ema ani papa no kwan na wo ho
wow that's crazy
enti yehu ni say sa ma mi enya ware enti na obaaye ne mo ono ba ono nko a pese me nkuminya ono ede baaye ne say obefum ajapade na odi akọ enti mpepi no yes selfishness no etimi ma obi yesa se de besi ya na busuafo men mpo na mo hu ne niamam ebi no ho mo yesa akwa di change will a onipa na ye
no correct
amutumi yesa di change because okoho na ya pam okoho na say ya afi bedu ba bi no mo kwa mo ni njisa mo bekọ anye no akwakọ di nkomo ana se mo bekọ akọ na pomoden ebi se okọ a obaye mu na okọ a obaye nkasa nti okọ ana wo abusuani a enye wode say obekọ se okọ hwe abusuani ni mpom na watumi ayi bibi ade aboa no nti ye twa ehunu se eno eye baako ene bi so ho a aye ase ne medi kan no Odona odidon no enye positive love.
A conditional one.
Aha. Enti eba ne say awa hoden a anasa wo ho a we na mehwehwe. We say ben say beka sa ade prekon no. Anya ade a mema abusuani bi ehu no.
Lord.
Say abusuafo beti say bi a enipa no oyare kwan pa omuntumi hu kwan befa so a ombekọ ne ncha akọsra no na won so de omunim di aba.
Wow, that's
Enti nipa bi ho a beta ka chan ko nipa bi ho a amo ware member ne ma enye real love.
That's horrible.
But obehun say e bia bibi nti ba ko dosen ba ene dosen ba ko nti o say na ma memfa ne sara. If you say eni no a ye de hwa ade no eso bia ne say de osi hu na ade. De obi hu say de obi hu say de ti so no obi hu say ne ti e ketua bi.
Yeah.
De obi hu say de na achia no obi hu say de na ye straight.
No correct.
Sadi we nyina ka bomu a na obi hwe ade bi a ewo ni ba kon no ho a obetumi aka say menye ne kwatena ana menye ne kwware. Nanso eduru ba bi na sa hade pa kon ni free ho a afi otumi ka ne hye dem.
Wow.
Otumi ka ne hye dem nti ade a ese say ye nyina ye ni ehu kase say empepi no sa na nipa bebre adwene eye. Obi so ho a based on afutuboni bi a wanya.
Every here futuboni ni free namfo ana say abusuan.
Obi tumi free namfo, obi tumi free no na abusuan.
Got it.
So ye be ma na so ye oba. Obi tumi anya say futu bi free namfo say o ma okun kwan. E ma bia de namfo ba ne nchen na abusuanfo ba ne nchen a. Wan hwe de ya. Unhu ni yie. Abusuanfo no ba be say wa ware no. Namfo ba be say wa ware no. Based on obi on no experience bi onya ye. And the woman is hard doing to me 20 penny a manipulation to me. I dream be say, and then I tell me some years. I guess, they said, I'm what you go, you know. So I miss my way you go.
Wow, that's crazy.
And as I said, Papa, a jam, mamma, no. So I miss you rich having. Do you say you're tuneful? Ma'am, my quine, and mo year was your for. Ma'am, my quine, and mo coon for no. And my animal menanti. And yes, I answer on Bura or Yedma. On the Mokun and I would really to one.
Wow, Sofo, yeah, that's a greetings, Sarah B. Afishiapa. Is this afraid that well, Pobina? Afi enkomma emetu yen afi sese ne eti ase ne wa hoodin mu yenya nhyira sonko ye hoodin ye ena wodo no nso se etifu asa ahunto asumdie ni nyina eme so far Arabi so alande
Yeah, when I push up.
Na so asema wo kan die serious matter. Enti Sofo yeda ase nyame nhira ene wo nkyerɛkyerɛ so de oba wo be pensen mu na what dissect no in every way no ne bi enti no Sofo what are the advantages and disadvantages with couples who isolate their marriage partners?
Yo, most of times no. Yeah, way is yanka. You will be so hard over spending and I over expenditure. And so to me, ma, I'm a man. I'm moving. It's me isolate you.
Oh, okay. Atoto be brain.
Yes.
Okay.
And advantage by a woman, you know. You will do every hour. I'm new budget.
Okay.
As soon as Scabatom and some Panama start the air to talk. Sky top and some and the number for women see and wins.
But so for no, and yet your friend is saying Kasachre. And a bay insect say Nani aba amagana upese wo join ni ana say upese won so join ni bia na obekasa na say it's by accident. Sama yamo akwaba.
Hey, Happy New Year, sis. Happy New Year
to you
everybody.
as well. Akomu to say
Yamiadum, don't watch your
oh yes, I do need to ya na edie na amu abo ewremu yi.
I think it's the topic, right? The topic. I find it very interesting.
Oh wow. Yani e ka hu nim die bi a won so betimi aka na e di besua de.
Thank you. So, once again, Happy New Year, and thank you for accepting
Happy New Year to you.
This is just something in our modern day, the time that we are in marriages or relationship. I would say, most isolation in relationship is part of in some but mostly, sometimes laughing, some people choose not to communicate. And laughing, especially in our society, mostly the women are attacked. Oh, like society, we laugh, we cherish marriages in such a way that even if something is going on, some people are afraid. That's why if you are a woman, it has become common these days. But the thing is, one factor I will always say sometimes, love is a feeling. It starts from like and it comes to love.
That's right.
The excessiveness of like is love. You can like something and then come to love.
Yes.
Then you can also move from love to like something, right?
Yes.
And it all depends on the person, the people involved. There are some people who communicate effectively and efficiently, and communication is very, very important, and I will encourage that in our society, the Ghanaian society.
Yeah.
And I'm a behavioral therapist, I'm a social worker, and I always say communication is very important. Don't let Obi Kencho say, oh, because our society, we glorify quiet, but too much of quietness, it means you are not human.
No, correct.
In our brochure, you have to have the ability to communicate. No,
correct.
But there are some people in marriage are not relationship. If the love fade, they just try and keep quiet and be in it. Then isolation, invisible isolation is there. And I said, some people can see the isolation, but they choose not to say it. Our society. So one is the love can fade. One, and two, some people are afraid of attack. And three, sometimes it's due to some certain factors like the way we overspend our budgeting.
Yeah.
They don't know how to they listen to people, what people say. They over budget. Oh, it's not everything. You have to know your needs and your wants. Especially in this time, financial literacy is the key. Quality of life. You have to know the type of partner. Or say you have to be a helper to your partner in all sectors, whether physical, emotional, and it mostly require money. If it is vacation money, if it is health money, if it is taking care of the house money, if it is, so many things, bills money. So once we don't take care of these things, I talked about, and you say, some of us behavior, it's our personal, because relationship or marriage is the coming together of two different people. Sometimes you can change somebody by telling them what you want to see in them, and they will change. But there are some people you can never change them.
Oh yeah.
Society, we tend to change people by force. By inauguration, when two people meet and it doesn't work, they go each way. And sometimes it depends on the behavior of the person. I don't like that. For example, if you say, there are certain things that it makes people move away from us. Like our personal behavior. When you're beat now, we will say, oh, who was that? Maybe at first you were nice, but now you are controlling, manipulating the type of people that you are talking to. can be a factor. People trying to wait for silent, isolation.
No, correct.
In our organization skills,
Yes.
Maybe if you are on to me crying in a partner because of poor management. To say, like for example, in Bano, you're paying baby trend. Sometimes you're in two, you may be so and our partner get not only the men, but our partners get tired. Some of the men too, they buy shoes and keep the boxes and you may be some too, they don't listen. They can't change anybody, So the isolation can be sometimes it can be like there's common grounds in decision making. For example, we want to go back to Ghana for some reason, or you go through a lot. You tell your partner will not listen. No, you tend out to somebody. Partners who go through something, they tell you something, you are not listening. So, uncommon grounds in decision making can also bring a lot. I think to say some of these things I just wanted to add. Isolation, some of these things that we have talked about.
And it is about isolation now. The every our realm and I say a couples money say BB and Koya Yebenya and Tiasia senior kind no better as in Yakasa. Sister Rabi said narcissistic partners isolate their partners more, no crap, because obi or no ma isolation no so ye member no ebinum near man you're very insecure, right? And a be so no you're envious and jealous into to say mostly couples are and other partners are almost negative mindset, negative energy, no. They tend to isolate their partners and many brady Sofo they isolate you because you movie or no ma you say you get with someone now and yet pay a penny panel and yet ni sika bia wo and I say na japade bia wo.
It's common these days.
Exactly. Because you movie free and free sika fee.
Yes.
And you moving soon ya dream say boy a humodin na establish because and culture needs to play some part in it. Now later on members of work into that aspect. It's I say yentiti yemuno and I see entias yemu Ghana culture no yema menum dodoana tete omumamba so obesua de ye obesua aduane noa obesua aprapra obesua adesie chese emba house chore no ni bibia it say say ma no ne e kire yen enkola mema no sans no omo no minim se papafo na e teach you life skills so but to say most of the time no your culture na you free no and mema no they never do wrong even omo din sem dudu na eye de ensem fata yen yo omo fe esa so omo ye mema e ben nsuo komu a man mema ho odin sen ma na obaka na ya thank you enso no e ben nsuo ko hwe ankre oba timi ko eko nsuo no wa be fele no enso ye mema ho odin o eye se ye kwafuo mu a papafo e mema ye kunum e de na omo ye we seen pictures and it's still happening somewhere somehow oba esunja esubanche esubode akolasha na chi na be ma kitase kan na eda ne kon ho yesi onu na oye den sofo wo twitwa kan mu ana se obi be ma ne hu odin no sekan na kita ne keko na oba no momu suade akolasha na chi no suade and they were proud of that back then. And then those who are still doing it, they are proud of it. Say, Oba Besia, etimi carry on all these things. and almost say, oh, a part of the culture. And you maybe create any say a part of that night. Yeah, money, yes, and a culture, and so who implement it? I'm sure some yeah, man, a man is here no coming out with all these things. Yeah, well, a tribe to be more. Your friend is saying, and ma, no, so for fact, me, no. So, and you know, the entire mutual because no, and a my atinka because see any bear meshia, the more stimulation, no, and no nebe my huaba. And you know, say be a me fancy sa tribe no, etcha sa de na knea, or banning on yatin kanda. And the entire and only a part of isolation and control. And it's also barbaric. So to me, chat onipa da sani and hunam baby just to control that person. It's not say oba nim senie ne hu sane na one onwe se obefa ne hu kafo achi. So ahun ye mention no. Into that one the reason how dentia woye we ebi mu de they choose in the barbaric way. Ebi mu nso de they are part of our culture, but I think that it's just pure barbaric for anyone to say cut off anybody's whatsoever. And then a man so no mu nyi ebi mu hwa mo ever because your friend is saying molesters rapists no ne ho korne ba no say any one ma wo nya atinka bia, but they don't do that. Even within some families, they know say of a way, and I say auntie way, and I say cousin way, and I say papa way, and I say mommy way say, well you'll be a ringa, and nobody will say nothing at all. They will keep it for the sake of family names, right? And you know, when it comes to bibia nipa na ahyehyɛ is subject to change. Yebetimi asesa nneɛma bi wom. Yɛbɛfa papa na ɛwɔ mu no. Na papa deɛ ɛnyɛ wɔ mu no. Try ne build this something else into it. Ɛbɛ benefit mmaa ne mmarima nyinaa. Yɛ culture no benefit yɛ mmarima no mostly in some aspect to suppress women. But if nneɛma bi nso wɔ mu a ɛboa mmaa no ne mmarima nyinaa nti yɛn teteyɛ a yɛwɔ mu ne nneɛma a yɛwɔ mu no ɛno na me feel say a play major part, but to say the higher number a ɛwɔ awareɛ mu a partners no isolate no mmarima no dodoɔ no ɛyɛ no more sen sɛ mmaa no bɛyɛ. And answer Sofo, that's not a good estimate, Amedeva.
Oh, no credit. And the question never able soon, no. Normally, no, dear a comma or mocasiano. I want to advantage of side per corner.
No, correct.
And then I'm a comic cravings, no. I'm also 8 minutes lesser, You can be under, your baby.
Let me do it right. Sister Amma underscore Ghana underscore Chicago 1.
I lost my
account.
There are so many Amma Ghana on this page, but I'm originally from Ghana and currently in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Chicago, there's some say honey abrochiro, but the sense someone
yeah, it's a beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Yeah. Now, baby, I won't want to hold me safe because Matisse said a kunkum ne doors for.
Oh, unlike before, no, she say you're safe. I've lived in the city. I'm now in the village. It's not bad. You just have to take care of yourself. You just have to look at your surroundings because you just have to be careful.
Oh, okay.
You just have to know the code. Immediately call the police. Don't waste time. You just protect yourself.
Yeah. Oh wow. I see. Yeah. But I have some family members who some friends and so almost so I relocated over there. And to say like people with some but to say like sometimes you know when you hear some things now you more hesitate. They won't say we'll be like, okay, meba, would you meba, chale, meba, and so chale no ne actually, who beba when you beba.
It's one of the most beautiful places.
Yes.
But one of the days it was very violent. But you see, the way movie to different places. Chicago is now a little bit safer. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay. I will make plans to come in because like almost see a whole papa. That's one of the places.
I've been showing around, so I will just share the live with you so that
that would be great. Send me miss me a person.
I on time so much energy.
And I atabra meme that area wo meme ha no mienu me wo New York and Sofo 7 p.m. Ghana time no Sofo baba yen church bebre me there Saturdays me ba me relax me be kusa Sofo questions no eja wa yen church mu means me wonim de bia na me asoso na ya me de se wa ba so bi essence yen nyina ye esua de e kira de ntino to say
The man in first time. A man in one. A man in 9 day wonder.
And no.
This is a great topic. On our national TV because on the low, these things are going on. Isolation. And the society that we are coming from, mental health, isolation, the youth, and then the order of the day, it doesn't make, sorry to say, sense. Yeah. I'm a young person, but going with the days, Ghana is not like that.
Yeah.
And I would say, thank you so much, Pastor. Please add therapy, counseling to our youth. You know, there are some signs that we see in marriage. The youth, men can pick you just as partner because life decision, you will get the outcome. You know.
Yeah.
All these things, once you enter in, you cannot bounce back. It's very hard, especially in our society. But at the country, we come to learn the rules and regulations.
Yes.
Why say you can force so by force? No. Right?
No. But what sister Ama, what can say most of the time I and and come and suffer. This Ama say and nipa ufano ene ne bobra into you no enye obia na wuhu na say woni ne ka bomu ampo me na ya me busa say obi ma wo suggestion obi ka asam kiro anase obi advice say you say na say wo fa na wo jitum na wo kremu na wo di so eye na anko ya eye nipa na o advice wono no wa ya na say wo a wo so mu e di ye adwuma no e na ye say wo take responsibility of your failure because ye mu bi wo ho no ma obi etu ye fo na say obi advice yen ni esom ni ye kwane anye ya ni asan baba ke say enye nipa so mesi ankama anye sa ba nipa no wan for so wan fa bibia nsi wuti ena one threaten one akoda so ena wan dwen ena say nipa so mesi nam ne bebo bra na nipa so mesi ne bebo bra na anko yi a esan so obi anu a wuti ntimi say no say first na me ye lie ma obi say me nye lie ma obi e bi so
yeah. I won't do that. And thank you to answer your question. In the world that we are in today, my first discussion we are on up to now, self-awareness or self-reflection or self-discovery. For people to me, I suggest that but you have your intrinsic value. You don't have to sacrifice for Ubia.
Exactly.
In KG, you write about yourself. In the world, you are writing about yourself. You have the ability to tell the person nicely, say, Idea way it will not serve my purpose. I know that the society that we come from, we don't love to listen to what people like. We always want to project.
Yeah.
But today, the presence of technology has made a lot of us to be exposed to people's stories, lessons. I tell about immigration. I tell about so many things.
That's good.
Other people are also doing the same thing. Into choices, good choices will give you good outcome, and bad choices will give you bad outcome. You are not to blame anybody. You know, it is your own responsibility. Sometimes, as a Christian, I always say, sometimes God takes us from but especially the society we come in, we don't look at some the long term. When you said, well, black type, when you medically, it will not work. You say you will go because of love. When you said this family, the way your background that it is not going to end you well. You said I'll go and move on with the person. When you said if you go away, your life will change. There are so many people with bright future. Parents will advise them, but still they will go in and go and come back with something.
That's
so
right.
We have the ability, especially in this time, AI, artificial intelligence, refer and know who you are.
That's
I gave you a while. Sometimes it's hard to tell somebody no. But in our brochure, I've learned to say this, and I don't really care much about what society will tell me. Yeah, dear, we need to say about having the long term.
In fact,
I'm not. Sorry,
thank
I'm not.
you for that.
But,
into Sofo.
yes.
Now, who bought yes, sister Ama Abaso.
One Abaso. One Abaso. Sister Ama, you're good. What is
Oh, thank you, Pastor.
Time be a young and yes, na your fair for your 122. The funny thing is that idea a year important say no people will not join unless someone who say ye and so many people will come on board.
And also they
why?
Yeah, may are very selective on social media.
Thank you so much. You need to be on TV, national TV.
Oh,
we need
really?
that.
Oh, wow. Me are very selective for social media. Muni mi ache no muni senya metie. Enya baby na me ko honom. Ekoye mi hu fin. Aha. Me penipa omu wonimde. Senya be ya mehia sa nimde ni bi aka ne aminim hu. De aminim na eboa me no mentu nkne o. Ba metimi asua de bi aka ho. Nti eno na yesi etimi eye no more. You Sofo, give me a minute and then memoir also a disadvantage and advantages. So I see a couple comments. Yemobia and swapa about my knowledge and your buapaye. It's not intentional. Arabi says some spouses fear that their partners will out them, especially if they are abusive. And only as some know. And it's almost Roma, person beko mama kwabontin say bi omo be you omo toni abechi omatum, but they say victims of domestic violence, most times, answer na be get to the physical part, It starts with verbal, emotional, psychological, and to omo break you omo before they get to the physical aspect. Enti enu time almost sha ase betu omo nsa abro omo ombe yi omo belt and also ombeki kan ti ahweden mu num ne ho kro ne bade nkonyanum ne die ben chance abro omo no na sa a victim no they are broken into ono krempo no obi hu say they are being abused now they will support the abuser because why isolating to the point, they see the abuser as the one who cares for them the most, which is so heartbroken and sickening. So they all hurting the most, or non sooner what just say we're brainwashing, and through manipulation, it's me ma sa nipa no ebe restricted minim family member be, and this is like asama I can trigger me by Ghana 2000 na me ba 2000 on na me sister penny ni kun maame efiri mu na me sister penny wa ha na me call Ghana no ene me travel no ekohia ye nti no me sister penny ma send me sika say yes me koye amamre ne eya amamre right Sofo
ayede
aha enti no na ese me koye ayede ti me kogina me sister na mu na me kokoye ayede na isa anse me wo ho no na ese me support no na me koye ne koye ayede no ne ekọ no me wo fa baako ne yire na me wo fa no Sofo concrete na wa isolate ne yire no for so long enti no okọ nipa mu a na wayare na me I didn't know how severe it was enti ye Kumasi from that to Kumasi ye kodru honom no ye dru honom asofo omoma ye baby a ne yiri ena anka maame awo atiagu maame isu a maame eni padua from ni titi ewusu say chichechiche na me say see I didn't call hospital and sa me wo fa ne say there be sa on there sa no tie ja ne life man say I'm saying no offer you can't do that. See I didn't call hospital because so for send you no na me say ya be ye ba cool and I don't want another one until I say sada no na do na ye de ne sa call back toward that. Can you believe see ye ko obi ye ma obi de ne ko through ho no hu wo so no bibia stop.
Na I want to call.
I want to call because of isolation. She was so anxious and nervous and scared to be among human. Too many, like I never seen something like that, and I was dumbfounded. Said, "Nipa wo hank yenina eshia to say me, I comforted each other." No? This woman could not withstand that, and was yare by force. Just na me krana me fool say or kwani. And it's isolation, no, and yadia eboa ewo ni yabra bomu ekra because it me ma will be depressed. Obi timi developing bipolar, like mental health is real. And you know, edian ena ema bi ni maybe num and feel say okay say obeka ne ho kafo ahye esan say onua no incompetency and say onua ne lacking of some coping skills say ni insecurity and say only any type of boundary and say or person or ye in control of ne ho kafo ayana ahunte say so unko bi mu pen who send it because it's a victim of domestic violence. Obi ohon mo so me anka me koda da and two wada it's say and share with the brono. They start somewhere. Obesha share break you little by little into a drew baby now will be depending on a soa. What are the obeshe? Nipa will be one in the back kasa. Nipa nature say won that fro bi our phone so ahunti no say we are real wu krampo na sometimes no wu not in it say in like areho timi kum nipa by a movie no enim sa enti Sofo brother Kwame or married RP say outside gentility home cry and you be all about bontia obedwa nanum saa be ye de obeye ase wo no kra ne na ware de ye hu bi da enso kofi a na wakọ akọ afi na wo kọ akosu te say enuoma a wo komunum ne ho nkro ne benti no 2025 de momyammo ye ho ban na yen step outside our comfort zone enuoma ekoso ewo wawarie mu anase bema oba a wone ne wo honom no So won treat we ya Mr. Muminia man minia memo. Mama homoden na mo express myself. So we hear counseling cry. Get counseling. Esan say trimu yare no eya ade a esi pa nya say wo abusua mu nko adwendwen etimi ma wunya trimu yare. Oh sister ye da say negers no. Auntie Arabi say FGM. Some men tell their women they shouldn't work even though they got educated. And no, I ask them, and no, you're part of the control. A DNT non person, yeah, Juma, be a hobby, maybe a horse, you me, yeah, Juma. Na to say, met me after me, yet, yes, may I dear back one come into me, yes, Sofo. I dear back one mean to me, period. Any housewife. It's say, Emma. I mean, we have our monthly every month. I wouldn't want to not have now. Send me Jumana, there be a mijina mi so na me here say. And I say if I need new underwears, no me idea. Now for na me ko jina ho no ma kosre there be because ye men many be wo ho no ma. Monthly biano, mom, you didn't know Sikanti or ban was Sikawan, who by you will be more honoma. You have to pull teeth to get it. And I'm just say, I don't know. Ain't you know, say, will you debate me? I Juma, Maninya Juma, maybe fool say it's good to say, oh, baby, I've been in San Juma. But to say, couples, na see a buoy home, na ye do your home. Near support to your home, but they be moon auntie as ye no, and no be so hard. Send ye to say no tin a man basan. Be said that's it. Shift the cup and take the good. Annie will be a whole tio be some ne koya and no dear. A koya on fat as a done bread your man or side, dear, but I'm koya and a soft to your monk. Papa no dear no afa as on one or you soon in Yansa and all the ends. Then you say, Arabi said, wow, this is serious. And you know, minim says, I'm a casanumu honum no massa, and you know, an access of an answer with more than five friends. Oh, Chesses, I'm a can we say, okay, I see. You know, and some who do be bring to Sofo.
I shared with some friends to join. Others have.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mama, Baba. Hey, it's a missing for the apple what is saying. Fishy apa. Sofo. Brother Kwame Omari say, see, New Year, ain't you know, on Tonga Wasembim. Hey,
equally to obet me, I did the wash yesterday.
One say, brother, one pa.
Maybe and then New Year or the year. Maybe if you have over to us.
Oh, okay. Sister Arabi said when I spoke about that lady, me uncle, but it says so mummy and Nuna are passing on. But it said, well, Yari serious so pa. By a didn't bow down. I dear chinya no quite crap because a Russell one or and our one kunu for some year for them daddy. Into a dear chin, you didn't fall down, a dear chin, and or call back to a Russell for a crap because the crowd no Nipaka crabbing no nimomo, and honum name hunding the Babesia with me queer to the point. But our back Roma every time be a back room piano. Now, Yare, the home fan, no, I Okoso. Like it's crazy how things work into isolation there. Make us so obia baba wapa and at some point, she got to that point because of isolation. Obia wabo pre-my pain, and yes, so more pre-my that wabo pre-my pain now life for pound one point. And so no because of isolation, obey to set timid, very timid at the Nikun any kasakra na ne so like such a serious matter. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh,
You saw
sorry
her.
there.
It was sad.
Media.
The air in town and good luck. This Araba. Hey, Charlie, isolation is not good. We need to do better because say kasapa ne kasade obi oho no ma ye mema ni bi no mo say mun pe kasa no ne ade se musua kasa ma ye kasa ya gi atum me ado ade me kasa pa but me kasa me kan nyina ye nyansasem ene ma no dodo na omo kasa omo kan nyina ye nyansasem ba ye mema ni bi na mun pese mu betie esan se mumu bi wo ho a because of ahomaso pridefulness say ahomaso right because of that mumu dodo no mum pese emma betumufo ba ye mema na oma ware no se mutie mu yire no mu a he mu beye ye rough enye ye mma nyina na ye nibri siko enye ye mma nyina ena ye mpemu ye mu enye ye mma nyina na ye ware mu mema na ye ware mu kosika anase sofo meboa
No esa bebepe
ye mu bi wo ho no ma ye ware mu a ye dom na ye pe the best for you guys enti no aya amunya botre na munsua kasapa ne kasade sometime back mabe kan ho asempeng sister bi oni ni kun ti ho na osi ni kun na bufu e wo ne so one time omunya kasakasa na kasakasa omunya ye no be ma na asem o ka free na no ne se ne yire no asebon na sister ne se ehye no konimu na se nenti be ma me ne wo dampa so na utimi kasa asem we se kire me okay ade sanya nipa be me ya wono se oba na asebon ebu nkotodwe pa oba ne chew se oma ne nye no se na ade abon de eye den na wo sa esa se na osi na ne buafu na mhwehwe abufo ya ade ya emanipa etimi ka asem ani kwase ye ka si ehwe ya no asem ye enti na yesi se abufo wo so a ye ho adwuma esa se asem a beka akire wo ho kafo ana se obeka akire wo se wenya ho nimdie. And if you're not a critical thinker or think twice before you act once, century model, or say think twice before you act once. Because who can't some children who can for a bit me a panicho, but can who say, Ubet me a child panatum, but as somehow what Canada ni trim, won't mean coin free ni trim da. And every now and then, she or he will remember what you say. Words are very powerful. Yes, Arabi. It can break or make someone. Na say, Bema, and also ba, when you who can for now catch and say, na simple one. What are you expecting? No, cast on my own call under canoe hope ye ma, was the ye, what qua pie. Ain't in the mamma cofa, a side chick. Who born dog? Enti mummy ya kasa mu yi. Enti brother Mary, I hope you say the agro. But our mu no. Edi ani wo mu nti no munhwe ni yi. Enti Sofo Mr. Makasa che. Mame ma wo adventure disadvantage and advantages ni bi kakra. Ni
yo said yakasa kakra afa ho no medical can say most at times no say obehu say the we kasa kakra eye ewo ho ani de bidi kan say etime bua ma sa most of the time unnecessary expenses no eye adwuma
no correct
if you say ni for bebre ho a one can sha especially musume so organi pay that's one can sha by 3 days time no san bobisia
Hey,
I trade that san bobisia minimum obi a o kan asem say say or your sofo ba say abro onye sofo no ye adwuma kese no oye supervisor we adwuma no.
Okay.
Boso me so say etua ne car. Ono no ensa kitu abi no obanom. But ono ensa ne wie na so obo kakra bi pe. Ne sika ne nyina obecheche. Ade so onam groma na oh eno ya das you eno ya das you eno ya das you. Onye obi hu no boto se ne sika sa. 3 days na wa start ebo besia.
What?
Ha. Sai di pasa no. Sai di pasa ne di kwasa no ensa na be ye until say ọma no ho kwan ama awade sesan ano no na nsa no oni control bi awo so.
Wow, that's
you ade ba kwa ewo mu ni say uye obi a uye alcoholic eya normally no o nche da nya adamfo bi no mu ntu ofu papa
no correct because the obetu no be ba kono mu nsa no
ha ana omo nso awo abakọ fa bible ne nsensen bi da twatwa mo say de wi kan religion no aye factor was a hard way so ye can want some and
yeah
acceleration religion a factor.
Wow.
And yet, yes, there are some religions that amo ka e mashe
o ma sorry mamba.
Yes, amo ka amo she even bono say nya amo sorry mamba ne kwa na amo de sa adwene hye member ne trim e me ka amo yiro no so ofie.
Sofo, when my dear Bakwa Bessimetin to say sometimes, you know, aya ye many be omuni omuhunum din komo, say bia Bakoka say ne yire emuno na woka Bakwa na ne yira kamino a ne nanfofo anase nipa bia oni omaka ho asem advice omo de ma no ne say o se wo kasa na yire kasa bono Tichane sutro to say like no
And they said that they okay and crap wouldn't be. There was a time me knew obi could do ngomo. Na okase na damfo bi e ka che ne say so na yire be hia na da na yire be ye obo na poso ma oba na ye mre afi ti o obo no joint no.
That's horrible. That's
obo no joint ni ti oba na ye mre dia then oba na ama ne kwan say bia reason be nti na oba na gina so bi okase bia say bia wa ye adwuma bre ana say bia dan no oni ahoden ana say dan say onya akọ na okase na me no be hia na say na yire eje ye pe ne oso ni mu a na ne joint na bo so a bi na oba na ye mre. It's hard say do you can say so oni obi di nkomo na okasa asem kire na.
No cry because a many be at home yire no mu na obi be ka say okunu o yire de eye de na ato ne mu na because it is you need to have consent from ohukafo enti e wo musuma ware but say wo yire is not in the mood na ena ade ba ko a couples mote ase ne say sometimes no usori a ohunam nyina ye wo ya anase wudru mfie bi a saa de no kra wo kon no biem ena we go through different stages you go through a lot of body changes and stuff like that and obi wo hono man libido etimi kofom completely based on the aduane die mu anase hwe a wonhwe ne hu sie anase mfie a wadi enti no obi wo hono ma so okohu ne GP general practitioner or the physician gynecologist no ne hu kro ne ba enti no say again we going back to kasa see ebe kasa sama ba obo so se mu be di hu nkomo as couples na manya understanding no wanya entiase enti be na wuntimi nkasa me mpe kasa me yire kasa dodo nom ne ade se mo ani nkomo a how do you help each other enti no to say like I don't get it. Yeah, hormonal changes. I know dear Charlie true. Arabi says such bad advice. Some friends the further they are from you, the better. Ampo and now for be or honor, now down for be or hokrampo na. One we are woman, and answer relationship our woman. A yana she, a yana time, a yana ya. or per se or say adamfo bi wo ho a won ye se wo beji wuku ba wo be make sure say what the tutunye bi bebe mumu na be ma ni be ja wo keke. Last time na me hwe ma me fa last antina de me hwe dan ta anke ba on TikTok baby obi the clip kitwa bi eba to honom and I say yes sister we me refinidin so she has a very unique voice na near din pass her sister no
Delay.
no enye delay dey me familiar no to say obeye delay kra interview no say waware not abroche no ba wabetna Ghana aware for many years no untimi nwo ye ba o si nyame na wo gidi say emre ne so obewo wo radio station ba me we fi sister yidin now or interview obi na nipa na sama o kan ye ne say woni nadam for the classmate omo mienu nyina ye bond 2 as a bond 3 but the classmates no enya kumpa aso ni mu ba wono no onya kumpa nso ni mu na eye ne yase nadam for no the classmates na enya kumpa aso ni mu esan so mu nyina ye bond 3 na esan se wonya bi na ye na hyi enti opese ofa kwan bi no say o ma warrior
Say any pipe no say any party o.
Ozo person of fact be no say sister
Yes.
na worry say
Ni nyina ko gina enkomo a adamfo no so enebo.
O man ne ho kwan.
Yes, a tabiri bi a said odi kan to bi a Bible say a time for everything. A time to talk and a time to keep silence.
Yeah.
But in your life in bibro you know when to keep silence and when to talk. And I feel so nipa no so obeka wa sama che no. Saying na ono so tie. Enti aya na yeka say investigation na. All these are part of the investigation. Because when to me anhunu nipa I can't dwumade so be see nipa bi ho ya ka asem kire diti. Obi so ya ka asem kire na no.
Sofo Arabi say we say dey be pure witchcraft.
As I say, I want to share how say you can't know. I don't want to go there.
But Sofo and you say just say asama won kan no na ni mu ni jo. And
so what we say? You will be a ne said ositiye. But umbe nipa, who said the nipa sitiye.
That is serious matter. Me
Yes.
that clip now. Someone may catch them when they say this person can be any cancer woman ben. It's say well yeah the most dangerous person because what they are asem ba wa ba no enye se wo ba no aka say bia waye mbone na fache wo si wono de wa bo ato honom say
John chapter 10 verse 10 they can say the thief does not come but to steal, to kill and to destroy.
What a wow. That's
so over there the teeth thief na obi hu no aye wo na say wotenase na wo hwe say the ositi because thief na oba anadwo na oba obewia wa de and they are one protect odan no one protect wo fie no one say me kwa akoda na when you open your door wider the thief will come.
That's
and when he comes obe steal you near no obe kill you and then to destroy you.
Wow.
That is why there was your comfortable zone ground and you can see your opponent because they can take advantage of your comfortable zone no way you free because give me when say in the Garden of Eden not Adam and Eve they were in their comfortable zone. How manage immediately Bible said the serpent and I said the wicked one a true serpent a deceive woman when you go throw them out of your comfort zone for them to go and till the land and suffer.
Correct.
It is how the part of the they all kind of as a young command down for any needy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, you go shopping. You go say. You go say. Aha. Aha. So, it is about this, Anna.
Nkula enye ne mma no kra wo hwe omo pa oto
Amen.
bi mo.
Aha.
Man so ya mo me enke anu ntum.
I didn't make it. You know when to talk and whom you are talking to. Everything you have.
Yo, sister Ama. Sister Ama, wonso wo thoughts wo sa ade ne ho no enso te say.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, Pastor. Sophie, Pastor, the last in the society whereby glorify association, I brought you society that you have no be show the number of people that follow you or feel say that we are the most, I was say association. In our today's world, people have come to cherish so much associations that in Yamafa my brother is due to the people that they open up to and that they allow into their life. But you have to take care of your circle. Underground say, oh, Sani for Queen. Or why you Baba joining the life. Then my Baba send with the pepper or so. Into online way, I'm very, very careful somehow too. One thing I've learned a lot is mostly to be by myself.
That's right.
I have to look at what served me most. And yes, I'm in penny power. I've come to learn that, especially in Abuja. So when you're careful, the way of show life will be underground, will go to me Okoso.
No be small thing.
Yeah, I've taught so many people coming to abroad. They say some people have hidden criminal records. Yeah. Some are bad, and they are not going to say it on their mouth. And so it is up to you to look at your environment. People, places, things, the way they use you or you use them, and be careful. Sometimes we need Nyimpa to talk to, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because one you can allow. In the world that we are today, when you have few friends, it doesn't mean that you are not current or you are not modern or you are cake. It all depends on who you put into your boat. Right? I've come to learn that our society and they are paying for baby. Any society, community, we need more people to, uplift and who say, yeah, yet is so that people even attribute to class. This and this. No. I've come to see that in Obiana, mostly you need them. You can just to some extent it has to end there. Honestly, Obiana Shabra in your I did a message for baby. I gave you a while, you will be good. I will be good. So I've come to understand timing, and everybody have to learn that. Learn to understand your timing. When you don't be fine. But when you don't have any right, any moral right. Say, say you'll be alive. The moment you do that, I will put you legal because I don't owe you any explanation.
That's right. Yeah.
Who say I will do legal action against you? Because who are there? How are in this life? You can't be like me. I was my bravo. And it comes to people who can be in the community and talk bad about you. And people that doesn't even know you. You can get you can get a partner. But as semi-bia or be a couple and it's common in the Ghanaian society. Some people don't investigate.
Yeah.
You are the right person for them, but as semi or be a community. And now information wherever you meet that person will be standing a community. But this person will not be visible. So please let's be careful. And whenever you see Obia, they are against your life in some areas, if you take legal action, they pay the agro.
No, correct.
Because I brought you people to me at time one. So we die the society that we are in. The effect, the good and bad of isolation, the only good side is you will get to know who you are moving on with in life.
That's right.
And if you can run, immediately do that. Isolation is no good. We have to come to understand love and manipulation. Anytime love doesn't need any force or any negativity. At times, yes, love comes with complications though, but manipulation is, for example, Maba. As Ghanaians, Ghanaian, a differentiate Ghanaian environment, any environment in Ghana.
Yeah.
What to say? Oh, where did he? Obama. And we are used to that. It's only few Maba Abuja was anthem they say, oh media, I want my privacy.
Yeah.
But in a situation whereby over adopted lifestyle, it is entered into your mental health, whether in relationship, finances, run away. Because isolation in finances will cost you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
The partner, they don't put themselves first. One, low self-esteem. So low self-esteem is going to be high.
Yeah.
Anybody who put others ahead of them, you have to check yourself. 2025.
Papa. 2025 for the and your my penny say you be your growth and change. Na ye be ma nyoma koye. Na yen fua and some phone so. Na ye ka advantage and disadvantages, you know. On say isolation, you know. Advantage part, you know. Me fan is say sometimes, you know, if you are you become overwhelmed and too many things are happening. To here emre for to say me household me kun wono ni meantime I have my meantime and then your man so wo meantime no say bia your man omo mra me from and some say bia sensuo bra me no man I say I have to move my feet and I mean so me mre me fa me mra omo hia bibia omo ko omo papa ho and now omo papa e for omo mra omo hia bibia omo ba me honom and ye wo family time no on the weekends no say be board games uno cards monopoly and trivia bi wo ha me we e bi on so ankola no nso bi we enti no kitwa no wo mu 14-year-old no da mewe no otimi sire me sanchi me mani trivia me se wo kai se wo sire me right me we wo sire me enti se wo nso we ni esire wa take it as it is. Don't get upset. Don't start crying. None of that. Because and now I took it as it is. Maria. And you know, and we say no so and no addition and obi nso wo hono ma na ebio o school mu say we studies no me ade nti wo hia emre for the ho enti no isolation we have the positive aspect and the negative aspect until let me go to AI overview no or say while isolation can offer some advantages like increased self-reflection and productivity, the primary disadvantages include significant negative impact on mental health, social skills, and overall well-being, often leading to feeling of loneliness. This is like the crazier things because to say me uncle be a no your core nipemuno she couldn't handle that exposure no and said she was lacking of socialization skills. It was the most scariest thing. You have to be there to see because they said me kind like I'm not exaggerating. This woman, it looks like she was about to die right there, and it scared the jinkies out of me. I mean, she scared me. So the advantages of isolation, Increase self-awareness and reflection. Spending time alone can provide space for personal growth, enhance creativity and focus. Some individuals find solitude conducive to creative thinking and deep concentration on tasks. Reduce external distractions. Isolation can allow for uninterrupted focus on personal goals and activities, recharging and stress relief. Occasional solitude can help individuals recharge and decompress from social demands. And every now and then, no, it's good for us to isolate, just to have time for ourselves to reflect. And I said, yeah, but think it through some of the things. Now, this is the disadvantages of isolation, loneliness, and depression. We don't want you to isolate yourself too much, whereas you become lonely and you get depressed, right? Prolonged isolation can lead to feeling of loneliness and significantly increase the risk of depression and anxiety, bipolar, all of those stuff. Social skills distortion, right? Lack of social interaction can lead to difficulties in communication and social interaction. Now, some of us have seen this happen. Yemu bebree ho, uko social media, you see the ones now, they cannot function productively. Oko platform this new Kenya sasema won hu ni se nyansasem, won hu ni se yinsemfo kwase asema no. It's time say they have deprived themselves from socializing, because it's on social media, could be platforms so learn skills to learn how to debate and ask questions instead of being disrespectful, insulting, and yelling. Because yemu hwan na wa ha say a obi edidi natem obeba akoso no atena ho etie saa edidi atem no. It doesn't make any sense. Nyansa bia enim. Negative impact on mental health. Isolation can exacerbate existing mental health conditions and impair coping mechanism. Maybe I'll because my glasses in I have to bring it back. Reduce cognitive function. Studies have linked social isolation with cognitive decline and memory problems. The more you isolate yourself, thanks Arabi for putting the keywords in there. So, like, we have to be very mindful. And more isolating more partners, like multi problems in their realm. And every now and then, but please do not restrict anybody from their own individual freedom. Okay, and then increase just like difficulties in decision making without the diverse perspective. Isolation can hinder the ability to make sound decisions. And the person who isolate you, the dominant one, will make decisions for you. Like atade a yesa wo hye, aduane a yesa wudi, nipa abetimi ne nakasa, ne wuntimi ne nkasa, baabi a yesa wo tena didi. Ye wo couples mmarima ne mmaa bi wɔ hɔnom a ɔmo isolate ɔmo ho kafo. So obedidi kra woma ne tena fam ne wama na didi te se kraman. It happens, trust me. Ebimu go through hell. Sister Christiana apomu etisen. Important consideration. Moderation is key. While some solitude can be beneficial, excessive isolation is not good for our mental health. Individual differences. People vary in their tolerance for isolation, with some needed more social interaction than others. Seriously, when the pandemic started, 2020, 2021, there was this young man about news so no about newspaper and me read it. He had bipolar. And bipolar, they need to go outside every now and then just to kind of like stay sane, to keep their sanity, because people with bipolar, no, isolation is the wrong thing to do. But pandemic no, we all experience it. There was a state of emergency. We had to stay indoors. Store crampo na ebi wɔ hɔ nom mutumi saline 6 feet between winning nipa odi w'anim ne nipa odi w'akyi nom ne ade. Now this boy was asking, because Tama shut down nearby, and he was asking the government. This happened in somewhere US, I forgot, it's been a while. Said he needs to be able to go outside, and he wasn't able to. Before 2022 came, he unalived himself because of the loneliness. He couldn't handle it no more. And anything excessively, no, it's not good for our mental health. It's not good for our body, physical body, and everything. Say you keep it that in mind. Maintaining corrections. If choosing to spend time alone, it's important to maintain healthy social connection to prevent negative impact. Into social media, it's I would say said that overall, no, it's a positive thing, because sometimes you browsing through, you see people interacting. Sometimes they're talking about things you're not interested. Other times, no, they will be to me can be who nimdia na say aka wakoma wogyina hɔ etie bi wutimi contribute to productively ɛka wo nso die wunim die a wowɔ ho ɛnom ne ade ɛboa paa nti no, but be selective. Ɛnyɛ baabia and platform bia na akɔ so na ha wo ho, because some platform bi wɔ hɔ nom a woduru hɔ a nsɛm a ɔmo ka no kyerɛ sɛ it's not even healthy for you to retain for yourself. Wow. Mental health yɛ adeɛ bi a ɛha adwen. Our emotional and psychological aspect no yɛsi pay attention to it. Nti sɛnea na sɔfo ma no, I just wanted to bring this also for. Go to Google, Sofo line akati Sofo Facebook. Google and learn some things, because nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ nom abɛtumi Google ahyia, ɛna nneɛma bi wɔ nso a common sense is not so common. For wadwene to ho na acquire knowledge, because wosua deɛ ɛbɛboa wo ama watumi a preserve wo ho, a protect your mental and well-being, your physical well-being, your emotional well-being. Because the answer na yɛbɛtu kwan no na yɛbɛkɔ school num ne ho krone ba no, yɛmu bi no, we were lacking of it. Depression crampo no, to say most Ghanaians up to today, they don't even know half of it. They have different stages. The worst one is the manic one. Manic one, nipa ni nyana wa enya treatment na eno no na mana ase wa bodam no, because nsɛm a wɔka no it makes sense. It makes the person look like they are mad, but they are not mad. And the research can be so exciting. I'm telling you, Arabi. But nipa bebre no mu nimu sa nti die yennim no yensua die mama ya mawakwa aba afisia pa enso afisia pa enti no to say enwoma bi wo hɔ no ma yento nkoso ene pay attention to. But isolation, when a man force their female partner to cut ties with their family members and friends is wrong. That should never happen. When a woman force their male partner to cut ties with their family and friends, it's wrong. It should never happen. I have experience with some family members, with some friends who have gone through that. Even recently, I have my own nephew. My own nephew. Unfortunately, he didn't get a second chance. He died on November 8th. He did not get a second chance. Ɔbaa a ɔne ne ɔde ne ho bɔɔ na ɔne ne ɔso ɔpɛ sɛ ɔware no, abusua no gye too mu, ebi mu gye too mu because ebi mu they were very like hesitant about that, you know. Saa ɛnam ɔbaa ne so, yɛnim deɛ esii, deɛ ɛkɔyɛ, he ended up on life support, mpaebɔ, any back and forth, Mrs. Tapenyi. He came out of the coma and was on his way recovering and then going to rehab. You know. They tell us 4 days later we're free. You know. How did that happen? And you know, it's still investigation going on. But to say, like, where you'll be at, like, now, wouldn't almost every time. Ne birthday bia nso na me remind no da ne ma me wo no bra me brain show hwe shame me that be say auntie Milia every day you be talking about the day I was born. When are you going to stop? Na makache no up until we no longer in this world, but I can no longer get a chance to do that from this year because he didn't make it to 2025. The woman isolate him from us. You send him a text, he doesn't respond back. Sometimes you call him, it takes forever before he responds. And you know, sometimes, you know, and you maybe wɔ no ma esi wɔ ya brabo mu anase ye ma ho kwan na eba ne saa. Because me no, okay, me do me kun. But da me do me kun ne nkyerɛ sɛ me maame ɛne me nuanom ɛne me namfofoɔ a me ne wɔn ɛkasa yɛ yi no, me kun any who to me say obey isolate me from them. Ɛyɛ me choice. So I won't make it no. Ain't you know to say like any kwan see a money basa because sometimes you know this type of isolation, you know, the disadvantages, you know, you will end. Some people had lost their life because of allowing themselves to be isolated from their loved ones because obi ope wasem no kate won free wadofum ho. This ama who bibi kan o
Oh, thank you so much, Auntie Adwoa. This is a great topic. Any assembly in na waka no. The negative outweighs a lot. You know, depression has so many levels, but to some love is not manipulation. You know? Yeah, about you anything that will give you happiness, be it your family, your friends, or the little things that you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have some people that we have to be away. Yeah. Be it in marriage or relationship, but it shouldn't be about the person have greater control. Yeah. As I said, when you feel insecure, you don't take it. So all that I would say is it's very good to say, like your sister's situation, it happens. Abuchia, for example, many people are in situation they are low key, they are not happy, you know. Yeah. And some will be inside that now over to the way over today. Abuchia worry, Zempi, Ghana, and then Yama. If you shema or the parents they pay the back, go back. Parent, community, pastors, let's all do our best. Let us have an eyes to see. Say, be big person in our people's life. Take control. Sometimes people have low esteem. Yeah. And with clinical therapy, no help. No. You can bring them back. Like, sister now, we don't call Adana, on calling people or be too shy because of all this invisible control that careful. First of all, love yourself. Know who you are. Then be financially free. Always read about depression, mental health. And your obedience, if you are neither is it obedience. Love also you have to forgo your life happiness. And in our society, we base too much on certain things. Oh, some man yourself a massive baby won't to family car. Man yourself a massive sometimes financial issue in parent. Oh, Fanoko, Yantan Kabir. Oh, I brought you. Must set up standard the people for you pancasa and then Yama, your co event, the day in Quadana, by yet and they grow up with it, bipolar. Most people are having these issues, but we haven't recognized yet. These things are happening, and I am to say you read the long-term effect of it. But all I would say is this is a great topic. Okoso be among us. But our society, be yourself. I know people can judge you easily, but you are not here to live anybody's dream. In this life, live and live well, because life is only lived once. You only live once and live it happily.
This time I say. Now to say, going back to AI again, overview. Social isolation can have serious consequences for a person's physical and mental health, including increased risk of disease. Social isolation can increase the risk of heart disease, akomayare, stroke, etimi edojo wunipadua no either say efiri waya efiri wusisi de kɔ wona ase efiri wukon de kɔ wona ase anase wo benkum so wo nsa benkum so wo nsa nifa so wo nan obi wɔ hɔ no ma te sɛ onya stroke wo minor stroke and major stroke no even minor no sometimes I know a family member wonya minor stroke. She couldn't talk. No ntimi nkasa na eso osua kasa foforo. Papa bi a na me ne ye adwuma na oyeye mpanyifo ne ba ko me formal job na me ne ye adwuma. They said one day owo adwuma mu na otwa hweye. Omo rush ne de no call hospital. Wa for some time na say or resigning from the position. 2-3 years later, he came back. Oba back, na wotogu obi a wonanti king jina ne naso no. Say wontimi nante say biem. Ne nine benkum no enye the same as it is. Intino to say that was the weakness part. To say restrain no ne ade a wontimi emwa ewo kwan bia so. And then I know another person. Hey, sada no dear. Medumani baako. What penkwala grodi to say unkwala what campus who omuhu na wotimi say unkwara lie to say one say double wo womma bebre no onama na oma salad in echi no bra yi ko ba bia unkwala bebre timi salad obia person hanging with him. May his soul rest in peace. Na me ye 1-to-1 sada no nti me hu say we cross over to in the field bibi ye say me nkwa abonten na me nkoka hello na so me hu no ochina anka me nsi nkoka nkire no ade echi na me ba adwuma mu a ye say anadwo no bra na twa ahwe om de ne ko hospital a we free we ase na me say what I just saw him yesterday crossing over. And sometimes maybe isolation is not good. Almost say type 2 diabetes, right? Dementia and early death. A wo anya wompe ene wo wayi womre yesa woko eno no me friend of foolish death. Pasi wo just and you maybe wɔ hɔ nom a wohu krampo na ama wo wrɛ krampo no apple by force. Hazel, welcome. Mental health issues. Social isolation can increase the risk of anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, and paranoia. Obi wɔ hɔnom a te sɛ nneɛma wɔhu nneɛma a yɛn mu bebree hu ɔbɛyɛ paranoid te sɛ they started like and ehu na kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nsɛm o hi Charlie. Cognitive decline, I can before, but to say it will lead to poorer cognitive functioning and a higher risk of dementia. I maame mpanyinfoɔ no obi wɔ hɔnom a wɔnyina Ghana maame mpanyinmu bi enyi no wɔnya dementia no lack of knowledge, illiteracy yɛsɛ ɔyɛ bɛyifoɔ ɛnso na ɔnyɛ bɛyifoɔ tìmi yɛ nneɛma bi a ɔbɛyɛ te sɛ akwaraa na sɛ out of ne character. But it's say we lacking of information, any some knowledge, near boss any panel bay, and so nipa no enye bay for. And almost shia omunimuno, aya omu geti omuma minum, any omo papa no more dementia no, the necessary helper. At least number making sure say at their age, what they are battling with, which is part of mental health. They are comfortable and they were able to obi because they say lack of knowledge. Maame abrewa anaasɛ papa akɔkora ɔnoa ne mma nom ne wɔfa asefoɔ nom ne nuanom ne nananom etimi di ɔmo hyɛ dan mu ɛborɔ kɛseɛ sɛ wɔyɛ bɛyifoɔ anaasɛ wɛlɔ ɔno na ɔma abusua no nya sika ɛnyɛ ne sɛ mu mental health is real nti sɛ yɛsua adeɛ na yɛboa yɛn ho na yɛhwɛ yɛn ho so yɛ chronic inflammation, emotional pain from loneliness can activate the body's stress responses, leading to chronic inflammation and reduce immunity. This is crazy. Poor sleep, substance misuse, to say nsanom, we enum drugs num ne ho kron ba no misusing it. Obi wɔ hɔ nom a wotimi num nsa na wanom nsa kora ampesie kora wontimi ni. Ne yamasi without nsa no ontimi mfa aduane enka na no because they say no eti ne body no enti no so wanom a no yare obi wɔ hɔ nom onom nsa na wotimi num nsa bra koda gotamu ni nyina ye wɔ nipa no ebi wɔ hɔ nom and unhealthy habits. People who are lonely or socially isolated may sleep poorly, drink too much alcohol, smoke, and get too little exercise. Change in self-perception. Losing a sense of connection and community can change the way a person sees the world. No crepa, no wonder. Can you imagine? It's all about social media now. Beka assembly and answer will be din komobi na so be in tiasia. A man in young mama because in your piano your case, there will be no more. They battling with mental health issues and they refusing treatment. Sister Ama, okay, so the baby share one now.
But I said the baby so since and Abrochi had so what back no obi in control against the law.
Yes.
For example, so be and you are back. No, see, Tima make or show so make a sense. Oh, yeah, at the bonia in this way, the jay, but so being you buy and now employer, if it's or cacao share the whooshoe, there is a way called go to be reporting.
Yes.
Because I'm finding him say about how. So we should take notice because we don't know all these things.
Yeah.
Manipulation. Hey man, yes, me. We use these ways to control people. And when we lose ourselves, we make poor decisions. We are potential, but Obina was some hey, maybe I am a day, the day. Our way of doing things, we manipulate people in so many ways.
Yeah.
If an example is Bawa, women, when you are abused wrongly, those information in our the more you agree to those kind of treatments, no, the better your experience will be, especially in this time. There are changes in government. We should take care of that too. It really is there. It's there.
No prepare that, sister. And some signs that someone may be experiencing the effects of social isolation include confused thinking, delusions or hallucinations, excessive feelings of anger or fear, extreme swings in emotion, inability to cope with daily problems, major changes in eating or sleeping patterns, numerous unexplained physical alignments, prolonged depression, social withdrawal, like the me of a bina no social withdrawal no, that was like part of substance misuse. And some, I mean, to say every once in a while now, sister, Violence Against Women Act. Yes, thank you. To say, Obi Wahonoma, hey, not mean, I minimobia, tea, kura, tea, nipa, noa, wo bedino, o trebi. How? How is that possible? Just say, some people know, bro. Enti no te sɛ wowɔ wo dɔfo bi na wo holding no hostage, why isolating no from the busuafoɔ nyinaa ho ne nuanom nyinaa ho. That's a crime. You shouldn't do that because you causing the person emotional, psychological, and mental stress, abuse. Obetimi saa nipa no betimi develop mental illness. Ebe create too many problems ɛwɔ n'abrabɔ mu. Ontimi function sɛnea ɛyɛ sɛ function no. But most of the time, this isolation comes about now when you have all these narcissists. Yɛwɔ mmaa bi a wɔn yɛ narcissists. Yɛwɔ mmarima no wɔn nso yɛ mmarima no bi nso yɛ narcissists. Deɛ wɔbɛka no ɛna ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ. Nti no ɛmfa wo ne ho so wakɔ school, wonkɔ school. Yɛwɔ a lot of domestic violence victims. Ebi mu ɛyɛ well educated, but they still endure abuse. And yɛwɔ ebi mu nso a they are uneducated. Ɔmo nso kom. Obi nka sɛ yɛ measure deɛ go through worse because domestic violence is domestic violence. Abuse is abuse. And fahu, yɛn nyinaa yɛadwene no ɛyɛ different. Ɛsono obiara sɛnea wɔ handle ne deɛ. Enti no, sɛ nneɛma bi kɔ so a yɛnhwɛ ne yie. I had an experience 3 years ago, and I said 2 years. A family member had an episode with depression, and I had a good relationship with that family member. And some of the other family member called me to come over and talk to the person to calm the person down because with everything that was happening, he needed medical attention. So I went over there and I saw the person displaying a lot of aggression towards certain people. So I figured I had a good relationship with the person. I step in to prevent that from happening because I have been trained. I've been trained for TCI. I did sanctuary models, so I have some coping skills that could, talk to someone to calm the person down or like to intervene when someone becomes physically aggressive. But because I know the person and I was close to the person, I did not put my antenna up. I was, I put my guards down And when the person trying to go after another person who is his senior, I couldn't sit there and watch him hitting the person for no reason because he's upset about something that happened years ago. They hold on to things that happened over 15 years ago. I mean, they harming them to own self. So I step in to prevent that. I kid you guys not. The person launched at me. I did not bring my knee up because I said to myself, Sister Amma, thank you so much. I said to myself, okay, this person is not going to harm me. Big mistake. When you have a family member, a friend, someone going through struggling with mental health, never put your guard down. The person launched at me, grabbed my throat, and start squeezing my throat, cutting off my air. Like I couldn't breathe. I was like to the brink. There were three other people there. It may have taken a couple seconds for them to get the person off me and get his hands wrapped around my neck. But at the time, I felt like it took over 10 minutes. But it wasn't even 10 minutes. And when they were able to get his hands off around my neck, I wanted to unalive him. I was wearing a boot. I started kicking. For the Lord of me, all my kicking missed his head. I was going for his head, but every kick missed his head. And that's how upset that I was. And I felt like I was in danger. So everything I wanted to, I was like, what? I am not going to die. And when I was able to free myself, thanks to the other people that were there, that day, if nobody was there, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. So I learned my lesson from that incident. Since then, I love that person very much, but I will never in my lifetime, going forward, after that incident, be alone in a room with that person. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. I don't trust, And I was talking to one of my younger brothers. He was like, Adwoa, you need to get counseling for that because it seems like it's still affecting you. Yes, sometimes, when it comes to, because I was close to dying, and it's not easy. So when you have someone who struggles with mental health due to isolation or them suppressing something that has happened in the past because they cannot let it go, because depression builds from that. You're stressed, you have a lot of debt, you overthink things, you don't let things go, you hold on to things. When someone says something hurtful to you, even when they apologize to you, you hold on to it. You're not doing anybody justice. And when you start having some type of episode, get help. There are some depression, especially manic one. You need medication for the rest of your life for you to live a normal life. Without your medication, you're going to not make your life miserable, but you're also going to put a lot of pressure on your family. Some family members, they want to live their life. But as I'm saying, they want to have peace of mind. They have to do things. And when you have some family member who struggles with mental health issues and they refuse medical help, it's a stressor, So I don't know, Sister Amma, if you have something that you want to add to it. Boss, Afishiapa.
Yeah, sis, all that. I don't know what kind of. You guys have to be careful because they are nurses out there, they don't, they don't have that remorseful, your person all control life, in one or by to research people, it's difficult to even enjoy life. You feel like also, and it's even bad when they transfer from one person to the other.
Yeah.
They will have the ability to move away from such a person. But it will be for also the person will manipulate them in several ways, and they will stick to it.
Yeah.
So it is something that it is up to us.
Yeah.
The parents, community, pastors, that's educating, counseling, relationship. One with the days we were having youth meetings, your church, a youth program, those into psychology now. People have displacement. They cannot accept rejection. You have the ability to tell the person that no, you are not the type that it's okay. You have to accept it because you're by force, right? But in our society, we cannot accept that. Some people cannot take it. They take it offended, and they can even chase you to your location. Maybe I will share them about fast. It's up to you to save your life, and our parents be on your toes, safeguard your kid. Because family be happen, they be asked, "Well, be a worker on you say, Nipa will know our this problem, but Bokataso, your boss or two, and you may be so sad, about being dangerous." People who have stress can be stresses. I've recommended them for therapy. They will never do that. So such a person, and unfortunately, America, the person have to agree to the consent of a therapy. But when I came here, I saw so many people that I could have did, but the life is no. I will not. Me spare me. And then say me who's a weapon me. The first thing is 911. If me, I never come and see I'm the actual member. You say, who come baby? I say your mother. If I see the signs and symptoms, I'm coming for you. I don't know. I don't care about the love that you have because it will be good for me. Well, my brain, it will be good.
Yeah.
So we have to take care of ourselves. It's more to it.
Yeah.
We should be careful of feelings now. We think and say love is about you, somebody telling you what to do. Our youth, yes, our girls, we want the men to tell us, you are beautiful, I'm going to take you to this, I'm going to take you here. Oh, your parents, don't listen to them. Some of the boys too. Oh, you are handsome, you are this. But it's a form of manipulation and isolation.
Right.
Yes, it's right there. They are using different forms and different ways to do that. And some people, it's not for your good and your mental health.
Yeah.
And people that have mental health issues, they can just burst out at any time. They are like volcano. You don't know where they will burst out. And I don't want to be the victim of behavior. So I think we need an answer, solution in our generation. It's very, very needed. It's very needed. My wife said a great topic. I'm hoping that one day, please, I will invite you on my page. We talk about it because it's very needed. Very, very needed. It's very true. And
no crap. Enti to say a new you bet me advisor you bet me the to prevent isolation. I see stay connected to your busia any your now for to say technology advance to me a video call, phone calls, and you to me text family members, friends, but even here TikTok, me or Facebook, and then I'm streaming on TikTok. Sister Ama Bekaya, we are for no mara B, Mama Yan. Almost so test it and you can see someone when you talk to the person. If you almost see long distance relationship, media mean dealing with long distance relationship is too stressful. And I won't practice it. About a long distance relationship or no dear a case. But mu be some bet me a hand into more bet me a handle no. Yaboma bass why. And yet easy. Ain't no my I mean, there is some extended family members now the negative ones, you need to like cut them off, because me know I have my limits. Me share me ho so sa die ni kwan say would the show kom no any kwan say, because you better off. Sometimes obi wo ho no mo kofa ne any kwan say wofa na no nso e de ensem bebre aba enti si ye bedi nkomo ye besua de anase ye bebusa for emmoa eno ehu ehia pa ennioma ye betimi aye aboa yadofonom ni ye nuanom a omo they being isolated.
Boss lady, WhatsApp audio.
Oh, boss, me in kasa say boss me use a phone for yeah, boss me use phone for a live feed
But me live.
There be what free, so I who requested by your friend is saying TikTok ni mobile hono mo a anase my main fat we saying link we name bro why not blast.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right.
Be out because who you'll be out with the show more. You will best out. Yes, when you are not the only person in this problem.
No,
so welcome. Sorry. Oh, okay.
No, Casamame, me basis, yeah.
Okay, so thank you. It's not for bad, There are people out there, and we have to be careful. So be our warrior, but voice say out. Be Okoso, the society. Sometimes we here, sometimes ignorance, sometimes our culture, and the people going to their early grave, which is not needed. I saw Obia when I was doing therapy, behavior therapy. The person said, I have to turn up to this guy. I started doing substance abuse, my low esteem or truth in my family, and human trafficking, sex trafficking is all form of isolation.
That's right.
You have information, one, you have the know-how. Go far. Free yourself.
Papa, no cross, I'm not walking. Oh, thank you, Sama, for taking over Minya Corn, not me, Chese, Quaya, yes, I'm betting me, I joining on also. Abba Nadri say entity send me can say isolation to say a new ma you bet me to overcome and no na me say connect with family and friends through video chats, emails, social media, to say be so text messages because in same be ni kwasi e di hye mu se e kasa and I say hia se wo be a psychiatrist and as a psychologist and say counseling, marriage counseling, relationship counseling, and as a one kasa here so new will be back kasa because of trauma be our home. Most Ghanaians have been traumatized. Yentiti yemwe bronom ni asotronom ni being falsely accused of something. Those who have been molested, those who have been raped. It's okay if a counselor na let me process it to overcome it for you to fully heal, because we have been traumatized. We are so damaged. We bring that into relationship near our na say even yemubi timikonya ware pana because of our trauma no and answer problems I no etimi ema ya ware entimi gina enkoye ba se bia wodofu bi wunua bi wadamfu bi ena wono na ne ho kafo isolate no na pese wo boa na ma omunhu se wahu se ennioma bi e wo mabrabo mu asesa na kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ kyerɛ sɛ you are concerned for them. Ɔmo ho ehia enti no wopɛ sɛ wotie deɛ ɔmo kɔ mu na woboa ɔmo. Aha, wo show empathy. Nipa na ɛka n'asɛm sɛ wogye munye ntom kura mpo na still no abi ɛwɔ ɔmo abrabɔ mu asesa.
Adwoa.
What's America?
Nana member. What's the main
boss, official pa.
Oh, I feel say na bibia ye kama pa.
Amen to that.
Yeah, and na mechia watie fo nyina na wankasa biom so mebo abaso pa na adwuma pa oye. Mate say wokasa long distance relationship de enya de a obe pene so kra na me ya say enra wantumi amba topic aye treat ye no.
And I meant man to phone ring you actually na who send miss call and say, oh my goodness, man who cranting a mama so. But boss lady mean to me because of say me nyame feelings.
Also now feelings.
Honey.
Hey, ajodo. Enra nkrofo kasa pa ebisi eye wa uni if anything. Ejayaw. Eni nioma enya asem kitua o enya asem kitua ankasa pa long distance relationship na mesuma be de na wasem mesum be ka me de wo platform we so na nko me de enya de manage ho manage because especially make trust on set trust any pan or Ghana also has it unim ade any pan ye den oye what you say enti no long distance relation be bon common ade na no say kana say bia pese o touch no kwa ultimate touch no so ase na o touch a o ho na say o punish o ho so na me kire no enti no but ebi ye e ma ne ye e ma ne ye kama but ye na bia na ye ka the percentage so na me kire percentage wise so what you say the ye no ye kakra because ya na nukredie enhyeda eni musa so na me say sanity na me say omechi obi o platform no so minister bright so mechia ne pa mechia obi bia sma mo dia na chenche say me ndo nti adwoa me front ma bebo aba so na adwuma pa oye etu di link ya ma me de bia bia na me ba so na ye di nkomo why
I me ba me the different link into maybe say bia me pass na person pass for mama something na me send a link in him bro. The man say bia me ba life answer na me ba me send a link no abro. Na to say answer na abeko no to say omo a emema ni binom ana say mma ni binom a omo eka omo ho kafo hye dem omo isolate omo etimi etwa omo ejai omo abusuafo frɛ na kyerɛ sɛ omo control omo no ɛde asɛm na wɔka omo
oh me do ase for akwanya de ama me se me kyerɛ madwene wɔ saa asɛm ho e friend is saying enem de anibie aba aboso eni sɛ wo ma okunu anasa wo yire ɛka wo hye ɛwɔ aware mu respect ena wa aware mu ɛwɔ so respect ukunu na oba no so respect o the oba ne bɛyɛ no ɛwɔ so ma ne tumi nyɛ se bi ɔkɔyɛ bibi basabasa de but eni sɛ o kana hye obo hɔ out of jealousy especially obebo ha Okoso anase okɔ n'anim a be se be ma no ayɛ jealous no person ka oba ne hye what you say and there you no ni so man can share abuse so na me kire no into your banner so you very ma or some more respect mo ho na obia de respect ma obi na obia tumi ma obia tumi eye nia otumi ye enye so ya na bro se o sorry na bia wa pie ne na abonten na bibisa enye se na mekan but was so ma oye free obema no so eye free ekọ adwuma no aba na se bia obnya se bia obeka enipa na hyede mu saa de enye da bi e was so ma ne tumi ma ne ho tumi to no e wa aware mu saa na metumi aka adwoa
so boss me da what is say obi eni boss
Miss me da se pa nti me do bibi ase me kram bye bye
boss boss lady da se pa nti sama da se say you me feel so no timi so anoma me because this are like I was like how am I going to do this nti to say and they didn't come up sister man so abasum yi say sister money na your program. So for quite went to me and some munim Ghana lines. Sometimes it told other times, no. I am nay say ni panel or qua wait me about so far I won't to me and ye me try some my friends no to say no so na and said that into me every give up on see what one say my friend into let me conclude a program no am I na to say program and then me and ye no memenda na ya ye no twi mu we Sofo Samuel Okoso e wo awareɛ mu nkyerɛkyerɛ marriage lessons ebi wɔ hɔ no emre dodoɔ na ye general topic and then every once in a while na ye bɛyɛ awareɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ nko an and then to say ye ka awarefoɔ binom a ɔmo ka ɔmo ho kafoɔ ɛhyɛ but say even yɛsi awarefoɔ binom no wo relationship mu anaasɛ ɔwɔ abusua bi mu sometimes na abusuafoɔ no mmaa ne bi ne mmarima ne bi no ɔmo tumi isolate their loved ones into we say metumi aka sɛ even though the topic said couples no me feel say etimi kɔ baabi ama obi a woyɛ single anaasɛ bi a ɛno nso tumi ɛma wo nimdeɛ sonko ɛyɛ yi na marriage lessons na yɛ ba so a amene sɔfo hyɛ aseɛ no yɛwɔ adɔfoɔ nom bi a ɔmo ɛyi ɔmo akoma mu support te sɛ sɔfo wɔ Ghana nti ne unit no I remember yɛhyɛ aseɛ foforɔ na mesɛne ɛyi for unit no ne adeɛ but sɛ adɔfoɔ nom bi SNA Sofo Bibi Intino. I don't need to do that no more. Intino. Yeah, almost almost share program, no, almost love, almost like, almost use so other emojis, ne, almost productive contribution. If you obi or one more bar or be comment it, sa, or be trend through commenting. If most of home we are bold enough, some beba normal, any abiting como. To say, most times, you know, to so be one Saturdays, you know, send me kind a tree, but me busa for questions now. Most of them me busa no bro from tree, no, me tree, no, can I me new beans to country now, me cannot come, but to say be one ma and chire be mu me chire mu ayana and shed them koye mammy and yammy de or masumusa e will tree no most times I am a mix it brofo no twi no nti ne say bi a wo ba na English na ye wo dominant a wobetimi aka brofo no twi na ye wo dominant a betimi aka twi no se ne be ya ye nyina ebenya ntiase na yesua bibi yesi ye nkyira de ye sua de ha ye ba ye be kyira de sua de ye nkondoni ye anaasɛ insults anaasɛ it is so obi kana asɛm abegyan sɛ o me ne wo nya adwen we not here for that we need nipa ne nya adwen just say what you know and wonti aseɛ ne wonim deɛ obi enko competition wɔ ha Sister Elizabeth Kells yɛ mo akɔ aba afihia pa and thank you mɛkyerɛ wadwen besua deɛ aha saa ne yɛba eba bɛyɛ ba baabi a ɛkyerɛ adeɛ sua adeɛ nipa bedodoɔ na ɛmpɛ hɔ nom ɛba but ɛbɛboa yɛn nyinaa because yɛpɛ nkɔsoɔ yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛtena faako saa na da biara excuses ne reason sɛ nneɛma nkɔ yi a obi na ayɛ ɛnyɛ wo na wayɛ ebi wɔ hɔ nom a yɛn ara na yɛayɛ based on ɛkwan a yɛma wɔ yɛn ho wɔ nipa bi ɛtwe bɛn yɛn anaasɛ nipa bi a ye jitu mu say ye name ne bebo bra even though ye nim say nipa yi nsɛm bebree wɔ ne ho enso no ye be fa nipa no na anko yi a ne ye de akɔhye ye fie mayfo abayfo no mu they don't have that much power saa o nti no ya no kasa nso etimi no me ye ankasa nti ye hwɛ ya na mo ntumu ye kasa mu ye ne everything na adɔfo no ma ɛsɔ yase normally aya asɔfo and I acknowledge you more until no may acknowledge you more. No matter what say all together. Because me person me more the same blessings, the same gratitude and everything. And the yes sister mama ya sister ya for the atobra Sister Sage Williams, known as on TikTok Lady Coco. And then Sister Arabi, known as on Facebook Nana Araba. Sister Belinda Ejare, my baby sister Crisscross Mensa. Yes, Sister Aso, Rami Nana Martin, Alonso Adwoa Esoyase, like Mbano, yeah, Rade. I hope send me rain few bills. Sofo no do ye ultimi canning correct, Miss Remo, and Yanum Niado for no. Say, ma mention what Miss Rewo moon find me. It's as an intentional, I wasn't expecting say Sofo, intimi and sambaso, intino mo find me. Brother G, and yenu my brother Ankra. Chiamie J, Michiao, Yeda mu nyinaa mo ase. Nyame emmo mo ho ban. Onhyira mo. Sɛ mo amoyi makuma mu na mo sɔ yase. Sɛ de be ya na wotwe bia sɔfo me ne sɔfo betimi aba. Ne abɛyɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ ahodoɔ bebree. Wo ba na wo questions so abetimi ebusa na yenim die a yɛwɔ no yɛde yama yɛde ama mmuayɛ. Nti no sɛ bia deɛ minim no mɛkɔ akosua deɛ minim no nso no mɛkyerɛ. Ɛna sɛ wo nso mo nimdeɛ na mbetumi abɛkyerɛ na matie. Na ɛnnɛ nankasa no ɛyɛ m'ani gye bebree sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛwɔ ha sei no afe akɔ aba asan abɛto yɛn. Wɔahyira yɛn ne yɛte nkwa mu ne yɛwɔ ahoɔden. Te sɛ ebia obi edi awerɛhoɔ wɔ ne mu. Obi go through some pain, difficulties, financial difficulties, anaasɛ nneɛma bi nkɔ yie ma no. Wawareɛ mu relationship wɔ adwuma yɛyɛ mu a yɛbɔ mpaeɛ asrɛ Nyame sɛ ɔbɛbɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛ ho ban. Na wama yɛyɛ wama yɛ biribi a yɛde yɛn nsa bɛka bi anaasɛ biribi a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ bia no ɛbɛyɛ nhyira nti no mo a mo support yɛn financially no yɛda mo nyinaa mo ase. Nyame nhyira mo, ɔma mo mmɔho trillion times. Deɛ mo ayi bia baabi a mo yi bia ɔma mo na mo nsa mfa nkɔhyɛ hɔ no. But at the same time, with a heavy heart today, and sometimes you want to hear good news, but to say yenua bɛrima baako a no nso ɛsɔ yase, Brother Nathaniel Dazi, known as aka Brother Natty Dazi. It saddened me to announce to say we're trying actually buying on the 12th of November, and I will free due to tragic incident. Na okwayare sabiano anye went to me and fight it through the injuries, he's no more. The 1 week, December 7th, and no pain I'm afraid ni nebusiani baako na mebusa da mo beye na yie no so mbeye yie no 31st January this month, ending of this month. Into New York or it said at the forum near anuanom a omwo New York munim Brother Natty Dazi or say ne sister no sister K or say omunye flyer into your flyer no best me a copy into I will keep you guys update that time any place ebe take place in yakọ support because Brother Natty Dazi say we nipa bi a wokita akomapa. He's so kind, so genuine to say share in person that, but menene kasa almost every month. That young kasa no you send me a text message no me ade. But around November to December bamu honom no na kyerɛ sɛ me nso m'abusuafoɔ we going through a lot because of my nephew no my nephew no firi mu on the 8th of November nti no ɔmo wuo no yɛ so close nti no te sɛ mante kɔpem the 29th of December na me finding out sɛ wɔfiri mu. It wasn't easy, but to say yɛsi nyame na ɔde ma na ɔno anso na ɔgye nti no ɛnyɛ kwan a yɛsɛ ɔde firi wiase no, but to say sometimes no situation happens now we don't have control of it. Wanyare just tragic accident, and we send our deepest condolences to n'abusuafoɔ, ne mma, ne ho kafoɔ, sɛ ɔmo nhyɛ den, na ɔmo sɛ ɔmo werɛ ho a ɔmo nso like to grieve more mfa nhyɛ ɔmo mu, because I know say if he was alive now he wouldn't want us to stop our life, stop living into may he rest in peace. I know say probably some family member does have his social handle into say we are friends with him now. You can go to his Facebook page, his TikTok, and send him a message, and comfort the family members. And Sister Amma, I'm going to switch it over to you. Mama Waka will find out thoughts also like into meaning that your bad life our TikTok and Facebook, 7 p.m. Ghana time, 2 p.m. US Eastern time, and Sunday. No, my bad, my apologies. Meaning diet 2:30, and Sunday at 2 p.m. But with everything, and then me prompted Sofo and 2 p.m. We will go back to the 2:30 because the whole December and me and my life because of everything that was happening, death in the family and stuff like that. Mumpa and Chemi, but you better go back to the 2:30 p.m. US Eastern time, 7:30 p.m. Ghana time, and Sundays, yeah, life issues, and me ba a open talk or freestyle, and no make up for most of the time. Every now and then, but all back now, you are more than welcome to join me. It's remember, yes, sister, Obapa, Ama, aka ne final thoughts na ya conclude for today. The damasi, yamin shramu, mo amash elimina. This summer.
To conclude, no, first of all, no, whether was Auntie Adwoa, whether was for everything. This is a topic we always need, obia about the social media for a purpose, and yours too, is very needed. Indeed, I hope Yamina Omawa, the topics now they're going to give you more wisdom so that you come more wisdom and strength with all your co-hosts now. Because we need this in this time. We need these topics. We shouldn't take it out.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, Ghana for let's make good use of these topics now because depression now in the past years, and Ghana also know our society, and but we know that we are a little bit behind in terms of distance. And family members contribute, community contribute, organizations are there. Once information is now the key and technology has made the world to be a small place, let's use it wisely to uplift ourselves as Ghanaians. I will always love to come back and learn more from your platform.
I'm looking forward to have you back, sis.
So, Happy New Year to each and everyone. Thank you so much for the platform.
The same to you. And then to say like, come Ben I will life.
Mostly because of the kids, I don't have a specific time.
Okay.
I'm now planning. Mostly I come in the morning around 10. Yes, 10. And we talk about immigration, personal development.
Time about so now, yeah, me do my 9 to 5. Into that time, I am not. But me to me, I better wait here without clicking in because meduma for ne bi mu e wa ha say no se me ki o me
It's okay, sis. Once you come in to support, your presence is always appreciated.
Me that say. Wow, okay. Immigration someone so there who here because if you more on more lack of it and this time my head I say. And to say for say bia will be a hiamuana. We have to, empathize with the person. And ya na ye be to nipane for there be see a man who sits here. We have to give them active. We have to be active listeners, right? Na ye more motias here. Yeah, emphasize say and say at the omo kano ye tiasia from omo perspective. So and yeah ready say you better wow you better support to get through your komu and I see a more munya and tiasian to say yet say near go through no ase enti and new ma AI can say what are the tips for isolation? Stay home except to get medical care. To say you should restrict activities outside your home except for getting medical care. Do not go to work, school, or public areas. Avoid using public transportation. Ride sharing or taxis. And to say be our car, obetumi adrive akwa na say bia ohukafo ebetumi adrive now the akwa appointment no abreti just to get some rest. You're moving so no your vacation. There's a reason why we have our jobs give us vacation, personal days, and holidays and stuff like that. You omunim se nipa eduru baby e se woji wa home. Enya si etu kwan akọ Ghana nkwan na ebeji long vacation ni akọ Ghana. Sometimes you travel for fie krempo na more happens. Essence say one kwadwuma. Even most of us are abroad no day off no that's the day that you do cleaning and cooking and you do more than when you go to work. But sometimes do meditate, like exercise, enjoy yourself, go out to the movies, play some music because enyom eibwa ma nipeduano to say our mind, body, and soul ya drain and no ne nyinaa no ɛboa yɛn nti moma yɛnhwɛ yɛn ho so ɛyɛ ɛbɛboa ɛwɔ ɛkwan bebree so yɛkɔ appointment sɛ wɔbɛfa taxi one time bi say mete New York American news mu sometimes it happens here and there. There was this girl ɔfa Uber ɔbaa na ɛbɛfa no and then baabi a wɔkɔ no ohu sɛ wɔkɔ the wrong highway or friend nipa no nyɛ yi nti car no moving no at top speed, she opened the door and jumped out of the car and then she started flagging people down, say someone trying to kidnap her. And sometimes, oh, Stama, Medasi, Nyami Shrapa, Miss Medasi. And sometimes, we go through some things now. You need to make sure, say, you have people who are familiar with you. Now, once you're familiar with them, men call fat taxi, men call fat public transportation, men will be and share a cab, just to protect yourself, and And the basic has say, Sofo and to me, enemy and conclude. And to say advertisement promotion meant me and yet a whole lot more fun me. I have to go get some things done. But this time again, that's some more share program in India. Linda, mo ti sɛ mo a mohyɛ program no nyinaa mo like mo love yɛ mo gift me no mo nyinaa meda mo ase mo a mo contribute yɛ no boss lady that's sɛ wo nso baayɛ sɛ ayɛ a mesrɛ sɛ wofrɛ me na ma ɛnura mante sɛ phone no ring akyire kora na mehu sɛ miss call nti no I was surprised sɛ mante sɛ ring ba mekae sɛ at some point megyaa me phone no esi fam kakra nti menim sɛ around that time na ring into the manti abasa na mo beba mo so nti se na be ya metimi join me baby love TV no a program no ene enwumre nti no nyame ya adom a dasane me ne sofo ye be samba for our remu church marriage lesson na ochina nyampa I will come and talk about depression. Yeah, normally, but I will make it an open discussion so we can talk about other stuff. But I'm really coming to talk about that because that's something that's happening a lot. In fact, yesterday when my husband was leaving for work, he called me. The station he was supposed to go take the train to go to Brooklyn. Baby, I saw kono train ni ba no a kyerɛ sɛ ebegyina no ɔmaforo no ɛna obi sɛ nipa no ohuri si track ni so jump in front of the train sɛ wɔte hwee by accident nobody know but train no fa no so pɛkyɛ ne ti nyinaa nti no te sɛ time a yɛsɛ ɔkɔduru adwuma mu an hour late midnight na ɔkɔduru adwuma mu te sɛ transportation biribiara sɛ nti no menim sɛ nipa no sɛ bia accident anaasɛ intention na ɔde yɛ saa sometimes biribi tumi esi wɔ w'akwan mu a disrupt wo biribiara a woyɛ ɛnom ne adeɛ nti no I hope it was an accident and it wasn't intentional because if you more on my almost person more life for myself normal normal abe disrupt or abe idea be a be affect other people no I mean I don't even understand say ebi mu yes the other people no due to selfishness and I say sometimes those people might be going through some mental health issues. You know, Yami Aduma be shape you mama by me that say right. Bye guys. Okay. Let me go here.